It's that time for another episode of Hermitcraft, and welcome back. The title of this video is probably something like Raid Exploitation. I don't know what I'm going to write up there, but we are going to exploit raid mechanics as we build yet another raid farm that is going to be way more powerful than the last one that we built. And this is how powerful the last one we built is. So you're in for a treat today. My goodness me. And I've just been getting prepared to do the building. Look at this. We're going to need all of this stuff, all of that stuff, some of those over here. And I've been chucking resources into this chest over here. That's now empty. Excellent. And of course, because of our furnace around the back, everything comes out this side. I don't know where the rest of the stack that is. Oh, it looks like maybe it's still smelting. Okay, it's still smelting, so that'll probably come out soon. But I need all of this glass, and we need all of those materials in the shulker boxes to build this raid farm. We also need 3 bells, and I only have a 1, and the only way to get a bell is to steal one from a village, because you can't craft it. What a beautiful village. I've just flown really far north until I've seen something. Hey, and I don't have to visit another village, because there are 2 bells in this one. That's very convenient. Excellent. So now we've got all 3. Yeah, this village is like neatly nestled into a dark forest. It would be such a cool one to renovate and make it look like it's part of the dark forest biome, right? You know? Because we were supposed to have jungle villages and swamp villages, and we never got those. And I reckon dark forest ones would look cool as well. Now, let's not get too distracted by the wonderful Minecraft world. You'll see in front of us that I have placed some scaffolding, and this actually gives you a hint as to the size of the farm. We're going to build something there, here, there, and it will extend all the way up to the top. This goes all the way up to build limit right here, actually. Actually, no, this isn't build limit. The scaffolding went higher, then I realised I didn't need it up there. But anyway, if we jump into classic split screen mode, you'll see the schematic of what we're going to be building on the other screen. That is my camera account. And I think I'm just going to build this whole thing in one go and explain all of the components after it. And also who created it as well. This is not my design. This was made by a member of my xisumavoid community, which is my Discord server. In fact, I'm going to pop a little pop-up on the screen for that. If you're unaware of it, you should come over and join us and hang out with all the like-minded peeps. I'm having too much fun flying and watching my little self on the other screen here. Let's try and fly towards where my camera account is. Can I do that? Okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. Oh, that was very close. And so, my friends, the redstone wizardry has taken place. I've double and triple checked all of this. The farm is going to work like a charm, but it is missing one of the most important components to keep me safe. And that is boats. That's right, boats, my friends. Don't you know, when you're building a crazy exploitative Minecraft farm, you need boats. This looks silly, but this is 100% needed. You see, evokers are going to drop down into this chamber right here, and if we don't kill them quick enough, they might look at us and summon the Vex, which can of course go through blocks and then attack us. But if we've got a bunch of boats in the area, what those Vex will do is actually fly into them. Now I know that I just placed one right there. What's going on? Can I have that one back? Yes, I can have it back. Thank you, server. Oh, and I've managed to fallen off. What a derp. So the Vex will fly through the blocks, collide with the boats, then they'll be stuck inside of them until they despawn, because they disappear after a certain amount of time. So that takes care of that issue. And somewhere in around this area we will have a portal. This is the part of the farm we actually want to visit to start the raids. All of that stuff up there kind of operates itself. But down below us we've got some trickery that requires some villagers. We've got 3 beds over here. We've got 3 bells. We've also got 3 grindstones. But we're missing 3 villagers. So I spoke of a nether portal to have in the area to get to the farm up above. We'll build the tunnel and the proper stuff on the opposite side, but for now we can temporarily move the portal up and down for our needs. So we need to get villagers over here, and I'm probably going to end up transporting them through the nether. Yeah, that seems like the most reasonable idea, because if I bring them over on a boat, then I've got the awkward problem of getting them up hundreds and hundreds of blocks. And getting them through the nether is probably going to be easier than that. So here in the nether, this little tunnel and portal is going to peel off the side of the tunnel that's part of our hub that leads all the way to the 1.14 terrain. However, we're way back in the 1.13 terrain. And I remembered we got the data pack on the server. So in chat, you'll see that I just used that to get the coordinates of where this portal needed to be. So I didn't have to do any math, pressing F3, get in the calculator. And if you want that data pack, go to xisumavoid.com, left-hand side of your screen, click on Vanilla Tweaks, and go to the data pack section. You can find it in there. Also, look what else I wrote in chat. I was about to ask if you were near a bed, but I am standing on one. Lol. Yeah, that actually happened, my friends. So now you're probably wondering, where in the world is this farm? Obviously, this right here is the Hermitcraft main island. We've got Grian's base, we've got Mumbo's and mine. That's the direction that the tunnel heads in. So it goes out to the right here. It goes past Jevin's iron farms, and then the place I'm at is sort of opposite Biffa's Ocean Monument base over here. We are up in this ocean. I picked the very middle of it so that when we're in that area, we're not loading a load of terrain with mobs on it down below. We're loading the ocean and the caves below, which shouldn't have anything in because we're high up in the sky. Now, if we continue going over to the right-hand side, we will eventually, of course, come to the 1.14 area. And here it is. This is Cub's minigame and the village that everyone has created together. And just behind it, that is my Bad Omen farm. So one of the things that I perhaps could have done if I had thought about it was build my farm up here above that. So I've got a short journey between the two. But it's too late for rebuilding now. That was probably the smarter decision. So my friends, while I am wrangling up villagers in the Hermitcraft world, I would like to share a highlight with you from the live stream we did this weekend just gone by. It was the Season 6 1-year anniversary. We did 2 live streams, and on the first day we just did a stream from the server. The second day we did a UHC. Both of those streams are available on my second channel, and both of them will be linked in the description box below. Now I will warn you, there are spoilers for the second day, which was a competitive UHC. This is a PvP match where the hermits spawn into the world, they're spread out across the world hundreds of blocks from one another, and you've got to gear up and fight each other to the death. The twist being, first of all, that you can't ever regenerate any health unless you use something like a regeneration potion or a golden apple, and the second thing is that all of the loot in the world have been randomized. So that means when you break a poppy, you get a different loot table. So gearing up is completely unconventional. And this made for an absolute amazing live stream, and I'm going to show you how that live stream ended up. So if you don't want those spoilers, then you're going to need to skip ahead. And first thing I want to show you is how I managed to find the Totem of Undying. God, give me a break. We get 6 of those. These better be good. No way! Do you know what? Please don't tell any of the other hermits. Please, let's keep it between you and me. Come on. No, don't go telling them in their chat. Oh, what are you doing? No, don't even think about it. What's this drop? Totem of Undying. That's bonkers. Okay, and then I have too many. I don't have a shovel. How do I not have a shovel? Don't look, I'm trying to feed y'all. Don't be trampling it. Jeez, you lot don't learn. Rotted flesh, people are saying. I could use that, couldn't I? Right, glowing has been activated. If we see another player now, we're in trouble. Oh! Okay, there's another player. Not chapel time. Okay, the dogs will be on Doc. And Doc's going for the shield here. Okay, now he's got the wolves to deal with. They might be like a shield to me if I sort of move behind him a little bit. Ah, he's taking them out like that, is he? We're probably both... Right, I'm going to eat another notch apple. And now he's going to try and get away. Sneaky devil. Oh, maybe he just took one. It's my sword, isn't it? My sword's just brutal. Where is he at? Oh, he's got one too. He's blatantly got one too. Right, now I need to have my other one. Okay, I'm running out of wolves here. He's going again. He's weak. But I'm on fire. And now I'm not. It's my sword. I think my sword's giving me the advantage here. That's all I can hope for, really. Oh my god, I can't see a thing with this fire. It's like the most intense match ever. Okay, I need that other. Okay, now he's running. We've got to get him this time. Oh, come on, a little bit further. Got to stay right on his tail. Yes! There you go. That's it. So how are we going to deal with False's doggies? I really think a lava bucket is the way. Just focus on them, right? Focus. There she is. Well, she can see me now as well. I was about to, like, hide, but she can see me as well. So, actually, if I get her now while she's on there, the dogs come for me. They might be a little bit easier to... Hang on, that hit her. There you go. The dogs might be a bit easier now rather than later, if that makes sense. Hey, come on, attack me, dogs. This is going to be tricky. I mean, the dogs might have really helped me against Doc. See, False has got a shield up. Okay, right. We've got to get the doggos over here, haven't we? Oh, damn you, False! I know you're too. Oh wait, come on, golden apple. Yeah, that's right. Let's take out the dogs first and get her shooting across them. I see her holding a totem and dying for a second there. Right, now I need a notch apple. I got no idea how. Oh wow, okay. Right, now I need the notch apple. Oh, come on, come on. What was that, lag? Okay, there it is, there it is. Let's try and take out a couple more of these dogs. I mean, they're acting like a shield for her anyway. This is so intense. It's really annoying because it's like prolonging intensity right now. Okay, I think my notch apple just ran out. Let's have a regular one for a second. False wants to back off, so we'll let her. And we'll try and kill a few more doggos. Oh, come on. Right, now I'm going to move, do this. Yep, and now do that. It's probably going to be a case of who runs out of the golden apples first. Or maybe someone's armor breaks. Alright, I'm down. Time for another one. This is it, we're just duking it out. Different strategy now. Oh my good god. I'm not hitting her at all. There we go, 3 in a row. Come on, False, run out of... Whoa! Wait, you had 2 hearts. I saw 2 hearts there. What was that? That was the totem of undying. Unbelievable. Oh, that was so close. Well, that's why you have it then. And again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know what won this? Do you know what won this UHC? That sword. Oh! Oh. So I hope you enjoyed the highlights. After failing to get some villagers from an old village to breed, I had to come all the way out here to the 1.14 area, and we got 3 fresh ones, and this was thanks to Grian, who let me use his little villager breeder. I had to use some ingenuity though to get out of there with the boat, going through the glass blocks which won't suffocate the villagers. And then I had a really scary situation where I got out of the boat and fell through into the world below where there was lava, and yes, that was absolutely terrifying. But now we're all good. The only thing is, moving these is going to be a little bit slow because the whole ice boat thing doesn't really help. Now if I press shift, I'll fall down into the lava again, so I'm going to use an ender pearl and pop over here. But before I go, I better tidy up all this mess that I've left behind me. Boats are slow. It takes about 7 minutes to move one of these through the nether, and after I got those 3 to this spot over here, I then realised that we needed a 4th. This is just typical. Oh. But we're almost there now. We just got to move the portal up to the next level. The portal is now in place, and when I come through it into this area with the bad omen effect, things are going to kick off. This farm right here was designed by Double Moses, who's a member of my Discord server, as I mentioned before. They were kind enough to answer all of my silly little questions about making sure that I get this right, and they've got a fantastic video explaining the ins and the outs of this farm. I'm not going to go into great detail. I think you should go over there and check out their explanation because I will probably butcher it, right? But it involves some clever manipulation and some specific positioning of villagers, and this is why it's so carefully lined up with different height values and whatnot, so that it actually tricks the game into spawning the raid at the very top of the world, but also outside of where it think the raid should be, which means that it's going to spawn each wave of the raid over and over again, and we're going to do the entire raid very quickly and then restart it and just farm raids over and over again. So this farm will be linked in the description box down below. Double Moses has actually only uploaded 4 videos and got 102 subscribers already. So if you want to get in there nice and early with a new channel, creating really cool content, we've got iron farms and raid farms here, then you'll find a link in the description box if you want to go and subscribe. So there is one last thing for us to do. That is to turn on the hitboxes, jump off the edge, down into the ocean below, and you've probably guessed it already, right? We're going to break the scaffolding and we're going to watch all the pieces fly down. Wow. I should have done this with the replay mod on. Then we could have done something really cool with the camera angle. Anyway, I thought it would be funny to see all these little blocks flying out of the sky. It's vaguely amusing, I guess. So a trip over to our bad omen farm. I had to wait a while because there's quite a few hermits on playing. Eventually we got one with a banner, and that means we got the bad omen effect. Also, it means I get a banner as well. So with my bad omen effect, I jumped into the overworld, dropped down into the killing chamber, and that started the raid because we were close enough to the village below. The thing is, it's spawning all of the waves of the raids one after another, and then they all get squished into a killing chamber where the Ravagers die, and then after a little bit of time, it's going to let all of them drop down below. This is just absolutely fantastic. Here's another view of it again, just all the raids popping into existence at once, and then all of the mobs getting shuffled down to the bottom. I can't believe how amazing this farm is. So here we go. The mobs are dropping down, and then you know what I'm doing at the bottom, right? I'm killing them in the killing chamber and getting all of the loot and drops, but this is just happening so much faster than what we built last time. Now I'm going to do a side-by-side shot here, and then you can kind of see what it's like from above and down below, although it's sped up a lot, so it kind of looks like just a whole bunch of mess on the right hand side of the screen. But that's just me slaying all of the mobs and all of them dying. And then after a while I realised that I didn't have any chests to collect the items in. So I decided that I would step out of the farm, but then I didn't know what to do because all these mobs were landing. And what I'm supposed to do is actually leave them there. But because I was attacking them, I attacked the evoker and they summoned a load of Vex. And you'll see all of these Vex went straight into the boats. But then I got attacked, down to a couple of hearts. I decided to retreat over to the portal, but there was one lone Vex that spotted me, and right as I was about to leave, yeah, I got killed. So I have gone ahead and installed a giant item filter. There are 12 slots in total. There are only 11 items that I needed to filter that I could count, and in case I missed one, I figured let's put an extra one on here as well, right? Those are 3 different types of head. We've got the Vindicator, the Pillager, and the Evoker, and these are all the other items, and then we got one spare if we need it. So then all the stackable items go into here. That of course includes the Totem of Undying, which is why there is such an excessive amount of chests here. But the reality is we're probably going to fill this stuff up really quickly because this thing just goes super fast. So the next thing that I want to show you is this thing in action from first person, so you can see the raid meter and get a feeling for how quick this actually works. Problem is, well, not really a problem, I'm worried about dying again, so I need like a dud set of armor, just something to get me through. And I might even put a beacon in this area as well. How do you like my new look? I'm rocking some stuff I had lying around in a shulker box. We got regeneration and resistance, which means fart bubbles in the face. And we're ready to do another session. Although, oh yeah, I don't have bad omen, so I guess I should go get that first of all. So here we go. I have bad omen, but I need to step into the spot right there and the raid will begin. So I crouch and stand in this space and now I just, you know, sit here and swing my sword and we're waiting for the raid meter to fill up. Well, there we go, we got all the mobs in one spot and I realised that I'm kind of doing this wrong. I need to step out of here. You see, I can leave the area now, do whatever I want. When I come back, when we kill those pillagers, we're going to have the bad omen effect. So this is how you stop and start the farm. You actually leave it with all of the mobs inside. So let's go back in here and slay them. Yeah, there you go. This here is what I was actually trying to show you. So I've recorded and then sped this up, but there is a timer on the screen. It'll take a total of just over 60 seconds. And that's every single wave of the raid, and then it starts over again. So every minute we can do an entire raid's worth of emeralds and Totems of Undying. This thing is absolutely nuts. So you know what's next for me, right? I'm going to get in there and start raiding as much as I can between this one and the next. So the beginning of the next episode, we're going to see just how much loot we fill up in those chests over there. It's going to be crazy. Make sure you catch the next episode by subscribing and leave a like to support the series. Thank you as always. And I will see you soon. That just happened.